Here
All
we
right,
go.
welcome in everybody. Varsity game, Dike-New Hartford, East Marshall. You're ready to kick off here. East Marshall getting through their warm-ups. Dike-New Hartford's been through theirs. Really, Brad, we've been off a week and we're back now with another varsity game.
Yeah, and I think this varsity team is facing. I want to see tonight how they're going to handle a little bit of adversity here. I mean, they're 3-3 coming into this ball game. Unlike last year at 6-0, but if you think about it, Joe, we could have been 3-2 or whatever.
Yeah, just as
in
easily.
Those ball games. Yes, just as easily. But this year, it's not going the Wolverines' way.
Well, and it's just been one of those things that as the ball bounces one way, it can always bounce the other.
Exactly.
And, we had what did we say? We had back-to-back walk-offs, one with a grand slam, to get out to win games in the bottom of the seventh. So, or one in the bottom of the ninth. So, there's been it's been kind of back and forth the whole way.
Yep.
And obviously, you're going to win those some nights. You're going to lose those some nights.
Yep.
Last year, we did a great job of pulling those out. This year, it's been a little bit more of a struggle. Last night, split that doubleheader as we get through the games. We'll talk about that, but
you split that doubleheader, and we heard Coach Martin talk about that in the JV game, where it's defeating when you leave 6 runners on base and you have bases loaded with nobody out, and you don't produce a run. I mean, that game. Those are the games that the Wolverines need.
Yeah, and those are the ones that really, as a player, you need to refocus, you get ready to go. So, and just kind of talking about that, we were on last Wednesday for that game against Denver.
Yes.
And then, Wolverines turned around on Thursday and had to go over to Waterloo to play Columbus Catholic. Carson Costello got the start and actually got the loss. The Wolverines lost that one 6-2.
Yes.
And really, they gave up runs in the first 3 innings. They trailed 4-0 going into the 5th before they were able to get on the board scoring-wise. So that's the thing we're talking about, and they gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. So Costello went 3 innings. But the thing is, I think this is something that we didn't talk with Coach, but this is something that really stands out. We had 9 strikeouts and no walks.
Yeah.
And that's not the way the Wolverines usually play.
No, that's for sure.
But they did, again, we talk about bounce back. They went to Union the next night and bounced back and won 12-2. Cam Decker got the start and the win in that game. Decker went complete game for it over 6. Scored 2 in each of the first 2 innings, and then 3 in the 4th and 5 in the 6th.
Yep.
And the Knights got 2 runs in the 2nd, but that was it. The Wolverines were able to shut that down right after that.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, do we dare say, do we know what kind of Wolverine team is going to show up tonight? Hopefully it's, this team that is going to gain some confidence, where we will hear in a little bit of shakeup in the lineup, but with batting order, people being places where they don't usually play, maybe. We'll see Ryan Gudgeon on the hill for the Wolverines. Be his first varsity start in a Wolverine uniform. So we'll see how this all plays out.
Well, and you're exactly right. And then talking about changes, Tate Block, freshman, got to start last night in the doubleheader, and both sides of the doubleheader for the Wolverines, who they came out victorious in game 1, 11-3, and then lost the second one. While it was 6-4, they were down 6-1 late in that game, and were able to scratch runs across. So, again, some positives you can take out of that.
Exactly.
Is just what they're capable of and what the Wolverines have the ability to do here. So, I think it's just going to be one of those things as we move forward here. We see how we bounce back.
Yep, and boy, we talked about it a lot last year, but it was just last night where the Wolverines hit their first home run. Boy, we talked about it a lot, the first 6 games of last year. There's just a lot going on with this Wolverine team.
Yeah, and it's something that we've talked about, like you said. You don't really – I don't think Coach even knows what kind of group he's got here. He knows the pieces he has, but how he puts it together, I think, is going to be the question. And I think, again, going right into that, keys for tonight's game, I think for the Wolverines it's consistency. you've been hitting better, but we need to hit every inning. We can't have those off innings where we just don't scratch a run across or we don't put the pressure on the defense. I think we need to play clean, and our errors have come at really bad times, worst possible times. And then we got to have some energy. I think we need a spark. I mentioned it to you last night. It seems like every time things get a little bit hairy, you can go one way or the other. You can either fire up and get going, and it just we haven't seen that yet. It's something we want to see out of the guys and have them get going right away here.
Exactly, and we've seen it a lot last year. I mean, it was constantly. I mean, they were talking, they were chirping, everything, and it was just like they're in a lull, and they have to get out of that funk to get this whole thing, get it going. And we talk about how quickly the season goes, so let's hope that tonight's the night.
Coaches are getting done, and Tom Texter's going to go through our starting lineups. But, Brad, we probably could go through them well here.
Yep.
Go ahead and hit the East Marshall lineup.
I'll start with the East Marshall Mustangs.
We're going to start with their lineup. Batting first.
Well, yeah, batting first. Pitching, Blake Neuroth. Batting second, playing center field, Tyler Fuller. Batting third, Carter Anderson. Batting fourth, Connor Hassan, playing shortstop. DHing tonight, Jake Farrington. He's DHing for the catcher, Xavier Sliffer. Batting sixth, Brock Curtis, playing right field. Batting seventh, Connor Kringle, playing third. Batting eighth, Alex Jacobson, playing second. Batting ninth, rounding out the Mustang lineup, is number 5, Carter Lavender, in left field.
This is a team looking for their first victory on the year, so they're going to come out scrappy. So we need to match their energy.
Yes, and what not a better night to get it against the we heard Coach Martin talk about it too. We're not the only ones probably facing adversity this year. I mean, he talked about Van Meter. He talked about a Beckman. All these teams that we've seen in either at state or on our way to state last year, maybe not Van Meter, but they were at state. So, maybe it's the year, that somebody's going to go to state and they're not going to have the greatest record in the world, but it's going to be the team that is going to be hot with the bats, and that's hot batting 1 through 9. And that's another thing with this Wolverine lineup. This 6 through 9 batting order for this Wolverine team needs to start producing,
Well, and really, McCumber has done a great job as the 9 spot, turning that lineup back over to the top. We just got to continue to do that and get a few more others to do it. So we will pause here for the national anthem, and then we will be back. Well, and their national anthem is done. So, Brad, as we've talked, you want to go through our lineup and hit it quick? We'll do that while we warm up for the top of the first.
Very quickly, it'll be Wilson Texter leading off, playing third. Lou Texter batting second, playing first. Gus Varney at short, batting third. Nick Reinecke behind the plate, batting fourth. Ryan Gudgeon getting his first varsity start of the year, batting fifth. pitching. Batting 6th, Carson Costello playing center field. Batting 7th, Michael Walston in left field. Batting 8th, Tate Block playing second base. And rounding out the Wolverine lineup, Cole McCumber in right field.
Well, we talked about it. Last night in the doubleheader, that Wilson and Lewis batted 1 and 2, and really did a good job of getting the thing started for the Wolverines in that first inning of the first game, and really put the bat on the ball and made Hudson field it, and actually found some good gaps. We really hit the ball well in that first game last night. Now the person not in this lineup that we did talk to earlier is Trevor Folkerts. He's getting the night off again with that little bit of a tweaked hamstring, but as he's starting to come around, you think that rounds that lineup out pretty good. You get him back and be ready to roll.
Exactly right. And we talked about a little bit of injury. We're missing another piece of this puzzle, and Colin Meester, really solid bat, really solid fielder, could play the middle of the infield for the Wolverine team. He tweaked that hip and track. So
right at the end of track.
Yeah, right at the end of track. Bad time to do it, but I don't think we're going to see him at all this year.
If we do, it'll be late in the year. But yeah, I've talked to him a couple times. I know it's still sore, so I don't know where he sits.
Yep.
Reineke throws the ball down. We're ready to roll here, Brad.
We're ready to rock this. All right, we're ready to get this started. Leading off, Blake Neuroth doing the pitching, and it looks like he's going to be clubbing it left-handed.
You mentioned it, Neuroth, on the mound tonight. He's only appeared in one game and only thrown 15 pitches, so.
Swinging a foul back by Neuroth as he fouled that pitch from Gudgeon.
Well, and I think the thing is, as you and I have talked about, that, early on, we're still early in the season.
That's lifted shallow. Trouble, long run for Costello. I don't think he made the play.
Nope. I think he came down on it. That was a tough one for Costello. Again, the wind looks like it's died down, but when we've had it, it's been left to right, and that would have held that one up a little bit.
Exactly. Next into bat, another lefty, Tyler Fuller, center fielder. Neuroth is going to take not too bad of a lead. Lou Texter holding him on. Gudgeon peers back over, looks in at Reineke. Rocks and fires this one. Upstairs a little bit, ball 1. Gudgeon, we've seen him start a JV game. Throws the ball real well, throws it hard.
Yep, right around the zone. But again, with the switching umpires, you find the zone again.
That's lifted out of play, foul, 1-1. Will Texter sneaking it in on the grass, looking for some sort of bump from Fuller. 1-1, 1 on. Gudgeon peers back at first base. Takes. Oh, he's going to throw.
Oh,
back.
He got him.
Boy, he did. Oh, boy, he was close.
Wow, he caught him leaning towards second.
Boy. Close play as they had Neuroth, like Joe said, leaning.
And he's nowhere near as far off now.
Nope. Gudgeon still looking at Neuroth. Going to pitch this one. Inside, 2-1. Gudgeon still looking at the runner Neuroth on first. He's going to rock and fire this one, hopefully. Long time. He's going to throw back. Neuroth back in time. Being a left-handed batter as Fuller is, that kind of opens that side up with Lou holding Neuroth on. He's gonna. Boy, he has him. He has him going.
Somebody hollered it.
Yes.
But you know, every one of these is close. But yeah, if you're gudging here, especially with the way we're set and holding that runner on, you need to work outside half.
Yep.
And
Don't
keep
need
him
to,
pushing it,
yep.
not pulling that thing down the line.
Exactly. McCumber shaded off the line quite far. The pitch. He looked to bunt.
Their throw behind him. Oh,
no.
Skips away from Texter.
2-2 now. As
runner will take second on that throw.
2-2. Wolverines look to contain this Mustang lineup. The 2-2. Driven foul off the backstop.
Well, and this is a Mustang lineup averaging almost 4 runs a game through the first 6, and giving up 8.5 runs a game.
Yeah.
Wolverines give up about the same 4 and then score 7. So on paper, nice pitch.
Curveball didn't get the call. Full count now on Fuller.
Now on paper, this looks like it should edge the Wolverines' way, but you still got to play them.
Maybe. The full count pitch, first one we've seen. Dribbled foul.
Yeah, that one was in tight on him, and he couldn't hold up.
Yep. Spoil a good pitch that was thrown by Gudgeon. Does Fuller. Will have the full count pitch over again. Barney kind of playing behind him. Swung and missed, strike 3. Good pitch by Gudgeon. Out number 1.
Another lefty.
A lot of lefties in this lineup. Brings in Anderson, playing first base. Tall, slender kid. Digs in. McCumber still playing normal depth. Pitcher's not too bad. Maybe upstairs a little bit. 1-0.
Anderson on the years right now 1 for 18. So come after him, we get him.
Yep.
He's got 5 strikeouts.
Just pitch strikes as Coach Martin said it when we interviewed him. We told Gudgeon to pitch strikes. That pitch was.
It's been off the plate a little bit.
Just a little. 2-0. Don't need to walk him.
Put that one on Butcherfeld, not making the plate wide enough.
Yeah. Got to tell Butcherfeld just to paint that plate just a little wider.
Just a bit.
2-0 now. The pitch. Strike number 1.
But here again, Brad, if you work that outer half here, with Varney holding the runner on second, you have a huge gap on that opposite side.
Yep.
And that outer half, so if you can take it that way.
That's going to be, I got Walston playing fairly deep in left.
Nope. Out again.
3-1. That's where we kind of see Wolverines get in trouble, walk these people that they need to get out, and then it seems like the bottom of the order will come back and strike it. That's driven into left center. That's going to...
Well, that one's going to get into right center in front of Costello, gets over to it, and they're going to hold him to a single, but...
Boy, base hit.
Base hit brings up shortstop Connor Hassan.
And you got to imagine right here that they're running.
Oh, yeah, they're running for sure.
And Hassan's second best hitter currently on the team. He does have 6 strikeouts, but he also has 3 walks. He's pretty patient up there, so you want to be good. You don't want to be too good down the middle here.
Exactly. Don't need anything that he can get his arms
Wind's
extended.
Starting to pick up a little bit left to right again.
Yep. Runner doesn't go in. Boy, Gudgeon played with fire and delivered one right down the Broadway.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
0-1.
that was a... I'm kind of looking at the coaches for East Marshall. It doesn't look like it was a missed call, so...
Nope. 0-1. Runners on the corners. That's driven into center.
Just
That's going to plate one.
flipping it into the outfield.
Well, yeah.
I mean, not trying to kill it, just putting it out there in the green.
Yep. Scores
Base hit, scores the run.
Moves the runners up.
Yep. Coach Martin's calling everybody in, moving the outfielders in a little bit.
Yep.
Make them hit it over us.
Yeah.
Well, the wind blowing straight in from center is going to hold that ball up.
Exactly. And so we got the number 5 hitter now, Farrington.
Farrington leading hitter on this team right now at 312, so dangerous hitter here.
Blue texture comes in on the grass, looking for something from Farrington. Farrington doesn't show bunt, and Gudgeon, boy, and that would be ball number 1. Look good.
Yeah, just inside, and the problem is when you miss a few, then it's hard to get that edge.
Then you're starting to aim, and then you're gonna driven
out of play
foul backwards.
Well, and the thing is, that even from like the umpire standpoint, you're off, and then when you finally hit that edge, it's hard to get you that call. It's hard to give you that call. I mean, it's just unfortunate.
Yep, exactly. 1-1. On deck is Curtis. 2 on. Already 1-0. Ooh, that's in tight. 2-1.
Sarah, I'm going to answer that one every time.
Joe's right all the time, so I have to say exactly.
I'm going to record that. I'm going to put that as my ringtone.
2-1 now. Swing and miss, strike 2. Just came with a fastball.
Yeah, just throw it in there.
Yep.
At this point, they're not swinging the bat real hard, so
2-2. 2 on. 1 out. Maybe we can get a slow roller in the grass somewhere. Ooh, I didn't like that. So, and that's fouled away. I hope that wasn't lightning I just seen off.
You didn't see anything.
I didn't, but
it doesn't matter if you saw it. It's if the umpire saw it, Brad.
I know it.
But the umpire is looking that way, so I don't know. He might have seen it too.
Maybe I just blinked real fast.
Maybe. Lights got in your eyes.
Yep. Maybe it was a flash bulb. One of the lights are going bad in the outfield. 2-2. Here it is. Ooh, my. 3-2 again. He's right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's on the edge. It's just a matter of, at this point, I think you realize you're not going to get that call, so get away from it.
See if we can just get Gudgeon's 3-2 pitch to Farrington. Driven into left center. McCumber makes the grab for out number 2, and the runners hold there.
Great job of McCumber going from right field to left center. He was in right center, guys. I'm messing with Brad at this point.
Okay.
So you got Curtis coming up, and Curtis, 3 for 15 on the year. This is a team that's 57 strikeouts in their 6 games. So this is a team you should be going after.
Exactly. Yeah, right. There's another exactly for you. 1-0. Driven into right center. Boy,
tracking
on his
it.
horse, but he made the play. Good job for the Wolverines to get out of here in the top of the first. Mustangs plate 1, and we'll see the bottom of we'll see the Wolverine lineup after this.
All right, here we are back for the bottom of the first. Wolverines trail this one 1-0. Top of the order coming up here.
Yep, it'll be the Texter brothers 1 and 2, and then Gus Varney. Out number 1 as Nuroth got Lou Texter out in front of that one. Popped out to the first baseman Anderson. Brings in Gus Varney. Boy, and that right fielder is shallow, and there's a big gap in right center. Holy moly. Don't kill it, just meet it. Big open stance. Varney's going to lift one in the air. Back goes the center fielder, but he's underneath it and makes the grab. Quickly, 2 outs here. I think, no, you don't need to kill it, and that's what they were trying to do. So the fly out to the center fielder, Fuller, out number 2, up to bat. 1 on yet. The pitch. Ball low. 1-0. Will Texter on first with a big lead. The pitch. Strike number 1. 1-1. On Nick Reinecke, the number 4 batter. On deck, Ryan Gudgeon. Norris pitch. And he swung and tried to kill it. 1-2. One and 2 to Nick Reinecke. Neuroth's pitch. Boy, that was close. 2-2.
Come on.
Steal by Texter puts him on second base.
Yeah, we know. We know that.
She can't hear you.
Yep. Said she can hear us yet.
Oh, she can still hear us?
Drives
She can't
one
see it? All right.
high, right or left field, and makes the play. So Wolverines bring 4 to the plate, score nobody, and trail 1-0. We'll go to the top of the second after this.
All right, we are fully back here for the top of the second inning. Missed quite the excitement in the bottom of the first by the Wolverines. A 4-pitch walk to Will Texter. Pop out to first, a fly out to center, and a fly out to left.
Well, yeah. I don't know what you're calling excitement, but we got
Yeah,
Kriegel,
Will
Jacobson.
stole second.
Yeah. Kriegel, Jacobson, Lavender. Gudgeon's first pitch outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes.
But really, the easy thing to say is that just throw strikes, but, you know, you got to find a groove here.
Yep. That's swung and missed. 1-1. One and 1 as we enter the top of the second. 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs. Gudgeon misses with that curve. 2-1. 2-1 on Kriegel. That's outside. 3-1 now. Three and one on Kriegel. Just got to throw strikes.
There it is.
Outer portion. Full count now. Kriegel's the number 7 batter for the Mustangs. The 3-2. Driven right up the middle and through the infield past the second baseman block. Ooh, big turn by Kriegel.
The single brings up the second.
And really, currently, Brad, everything they're hitting is right up the middle. It's been high or low, but it's been kind of in that middle third of the field.
Already 4 hits yanked out by the Mustangs. Brings in the number 8 hitter, Alex Jacobson, playing second base. Texter in on the grass. Will Texter is at third. The pitch lifted high off to the right and foul. Oh and 1. Wind's picking up again. Gudgeon stares back at the runner on first. That's Kriegel.
Curveball that didn't curve, stayed up and in.
1-1. One ball, one strike, 1 on, 1-0. Favor of the Mustangs. That's strike 2. 1-2 now.
It's working ahead here.
Yeah, got to stay that way.
Yep.
On deck, number 9 hitter is Lavender. The 1-2. That pitch is upstairs, 2-2. I mean, I just hope the Wolverines are not thinking like, here we go again. You know, we got to battle back. Again, just, you know, take a deep breath, and 3-2, second full count of the inning.
Well, and this is exactly what we were talking about, is that, you know, you got to find some energy now.
Yep, got to find something to spark this team. Lifted foul, 3-2 yet. We have somebody going after that foul ball. Gudgeon's 3-2. Oh, boy, oh, baby. He ducked and got the call. Base on balls. Puts runners on first and second. First walk given up by Gudgeon. Brings in Lavender.
And Lou Texter is in his pocket.
Yeah, Lou Texter's, could just well be standing in the batter's box with him. Opens up that left side of the infield, boy.
I don't like this at
I
all.
don't either. The pitch. Driven in the hole.
Block, good job of
Good
going and
job.
getting it.
Just got one, but the runners advance.
Black gets the force at first.
You know, Block, great play of working his way around the runner and coming up clean with it to get that out.
Exactly. Yep. Knew he didn't have a play on the runner on second, so 1 out now. Runners on second and third with the left-handed batter, Neuroth. Hit one shallow. His first time up to bat. Has ball 1 on him. Seen it a lot this year, Joe. The pitching is just, they do not work ahead. That's dang near hits Neuroth 2-0. Two and 0 now on Neuroth. 1 for 1. Strike number 1. 2-1 now. Got a battle here. Gudgeon stares in at Reinecke and delivers the 2-1. Driven into left center. Long
Right
run
center.
for Costello. That pitch is too high, and that's going to play to run.
Yep. Block got the relay. It does bring in a run.
That cut was caught by McCumber or Costello?
Costello.
Oh, number 2 brings in Fuller. 2-0 now. Gudgeon peers in. Not worried about the runner on second. Delivers. Right to Lou. He's going to take it unassistedly. That's going to end the inning, but the Mustangs plate 1. Lead 2-0 will come to the bottom of the second after this.
All right, back here, bottom of the second. Mustangs scratch one across in each of the first 2 innings. Wolverines trail this one 2-0 as we come to bat.
Yes, exactly. Be the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Wolverines. Gudgeon, Costello, and Walston. The pitch. Gudgeon swings and misses, strike 1. Oh and 1. The pitch. 1-1.
Yeah, good eyes on that one inside there.
Nurath faced 4 batters first inning. See how many he'll face this inning. Outside, 2-1 now. Gudgeon ready?
And he got it.
That hit him.
Gudgeon hit by the pitch. Brings up the center fielder, Carson Costello.
Oh, right
Gudgeon
here.
runs well.
Yeah, he does. And Costello, well, they're going to bring third baseman in, so I don't know if Costello can push this one and still beat it out.
Yeah.
But if Gudgeon can take second, it makes it a little bit harder on East Marshall.
Costello ready. Lifts it high and shallow. Flies out. Boy, darn near dropped it.
Pop out. Brings up the left fielder, Micah Walston.
Out number 1. Same thing that we seen last inning. Get a runner on, can't do nothing with him.
Yep, got to put some hits together here.
Got to string some hits together, and Wolverines just cannot do that.
Well, this one's big here. If Walston can get on, block, then you got block McCumber top.
Yep.
We need to roll this one over this inning.
Right fielder shaded shallow. Inside, 1-0.
Well, and catcher's looking down to first.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. We might see that throw down. Again, that's a dangerous play. I mean, we talked about it so much with Waters when he was catching for us. But
Strike number 1, 1-1.
But that's a dangerous play to throw it down there. You don't know what's going to happen.
No, you also have to have confidence in your first baseman if you're the catcher to do that, and I think Waters did have that.
Oh, he had a ton of it.
2-1. As that pitch was right around, just a little bit above the belt.
Yeah, a little up, little out.
Same count we've seen on Gudgeon. 2-1 as Gudgeon takes his lead. Strike 2. On deck is Tate Block.
Well, the thing here is Walston hasn't had a chance to take a hack at anything yet,
No.
and we're our 4 pitches in.
And he took a hack at that and swung through it. Out number 2. Strikeout number 1 for Neurath, and we'll bring in Tate Block.
Brings up the second baseman, Tate Block.
If Block should reach, it would be McCumber. Block ready. That's inside, 1-0. You would think just something, a little base hit would get this going for Block. You know, give him a little confidence. That's way outside, 2-0. Not that he needs any. I mean, he batted so well in JV.
Yeah, and he's only 2 for 7. He's also walked once, and, you know, he puts the ball in play.
He drives that into
That's going to be trouble.
Is that going to be down?
Yep.
Yes, it is. That's going to be a base hit.
Well, there we
Tate
go.
Block.
Block, good spot for it.
Base hit by Block.
Here comes
Brings up
McCumber.
the right fielder, Cole McCumber.
Wolverines 2 on here.
2 on, 2 outs. Got the number 9 hitter and Cole McCumber up to bat. Neurath's first pitch to McCumber in the dirt, 1-0.
Well, and what's hurting him, Gudgeon's dancing off second there, and he's kind of moving around.
Yep.
So that's keeping his attention away from focusing in on McCumber.
Nobody holding the block on at first. Second baseman dancing around like he said. McCumber's going to drive one. They're
he
running.
got him turned. That's
over the head.
That's
going
to
to play
2.
1 for sure.
That ties the game up right there. McCumber with a double tying the game.
Big hit by McCumber
McCumber's double
will
brings in
bring in 2.
and it brings up the third baseman.
Well, and here comes the top of the order. We rolled it over. So, no, that was McCumber hit that, and it just kept sailing. The left fielder looked like he was tracking it, and then he turned his back. And as soon as he turned his back, you knew it was over him.
Yep, exactly. And Martin didn't even blink an eye, and he was waving both runners around. McCumber has a good lead at second. Texter's going to lift one. Is that going to get out of play?
Yep.
Yes. Texter dipped that shoulder. He wanted to pull that down the right field line.
He wanted to hit that line, but
yep.
And right now, that's what they're being given is that outside pitch.
0-1. Top of the order, Will Texter in the box. Drew a base on balls his first time up to bat. That
Curve
gets
gets-
away.
oh,
Ooh,
nope.
nope.
Stayed right in front of him, so a good choice by Cole of going back.
Yep. That is McCumber. I remember Gudgeon scored, so. One and one.
I think it's 2.
What? That gets away, and there goes McCumber to third.
Throw down.
Got there. Ball 2 to Texter.
Pass ball, moves
Yeah.
the runner to third.
Could. I mean, it has something.
Pretty
I mean, even to get him thinking about something, that would draw that third baseman in. Neurath's pitch. That's up around the elbows. 3-1. with Lou Texter on deck. Neuroth's pitch. He's going to ground one. Foul?
Just foul.
Just foul. Good job by McCumber to dodge it. 3-2 now. Third baseman is playing kind of on top of the line. Just a couple feet off the bag at third. Where else? 3-2.
Ball four.
Ball four, and we'll have runners on the corners.
Brings up the first baseman, Lewis Texter.
See if we get a little redemption out of Lou here, as he knew it. He was out in front of that first pitch delivered by Neuroth.
Well, this will be interesting to see what East Marshall decides to do here with 2 on and 2 out, runners on the corners. So Will flashes that blinding speed at first.
I know it, but
got a good lead.
He does. Up and in, ball one. Anderson holding him on. That's Will at first. There he goes. That's in the dirt. The throwdown.
Yep, they cut it off short. Second base cut it off a little bit short.
Stolen base by Texter.
2-0. So now you get everybody playing normal position as first baseman is way off first base. Texter looks at strike one. Boy. I thought that was 3-0, but I'm not umpiring. It's 2-1.
And there's nothing he could have done with it.
No.
Call time quick, get himself set.
Yep. Now he's back in the box. He's ready. 2-1, 2 on. Runners on second and third. Texter's going to chop a slow one over the pitcher's head.
Short comes up with it and makes the play.
Makes the play. Good play by the shortstop. Wolverines strand 2, but plate 2. Tie the ball game. We'll go to the top of the third after this.
All right, as we finish warm-ups here, we get to the top of the third. Now, all of a sudden, tie game, Brad, 2-2.
Tie ball game. Let's see. Totally new ball game. It'd be the 3-4-5 hitters for the Mustangs. Anderson, Hassan, and Farrington. Anderson, 1 for 1. Had one of the 4 hits for the Mustangs. To start the top of the third, Gudgeon's first pitch. Driven up the middle, and good reflexes by Gudgeon. And
Nice play by the pitcher, Gudgeon for the first out.
out number 1.
That'll bring up shortstop Connor Hassan.
Anderson hit it on the screws, but good reflexes by Gudgeon.
Yeah,
to
just
nailed it.
Just hit it to his glove side.
Yeah, exactly. He lifts it
That's
up
on
in the air.
that's Gudgeon again.
Gudgeon makes out number 2.
Can we get the hat trick here?
Fly out to Gudgeon for the second out. We'll bring up the DH, Jake.
Well, we've seen the hat trick in the first game. Let's see if we can get one here.
We got the line drive and the pop fly. Ground ball right back to him would be good.
It would be. Brings in Farrington. He flied out to McCumber. Takes first pitch is ball 1. One and 0, 2 outs. Lays off of it, 2-0. They're going to appeal.
He did not.
No, he didn't. 2-0 now on Farrington. He's going to ground one sharply to Texture. Oh, bobbles it.
But it still comes up fire into his brother.
3 up, 3 down, and we'll go to the bottom of the third after this.
All right, back here, bottom of the third. Wolverines go quick, 1, 2, 3, Brad, and we are right back here to hitting.
Yep, and we'll have the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Wolverines. Varney, Reinecke, and Gudgeon. Varney flew out to center field first time up to bat. Takes ball 1 outside. Like it's kind of clearing off a little bit. The second pitch, that's outside, 2-0. Gonna have spelled danger for Neuroth, where you got to bring a pitch to Varney. No, he has 3-0 count now. Don't think Neuroth wants any part of him, but you never know. Three and 0. You got to think he's taking this all the way.
Yep, ball 4.
Ball 4, boy. I thought that looked like a good pitch, but we got walk number 3 given up by Neuroth. Good speed now on the base patch, Joe. Just got to play smart here.
Yeah, and if you're Reinecke, you got to pick one out. That was 4 straight balls.
Yep.
Make sure the one you hit's a strike here.
Yep. We need just a level cut. Varney runs well. Big lead off of first. Catches the eye of Neuroth as he steps off.
And I am 100% sure that East Marshall is calling the pitches from the dugout.
Oh, okay.
Because the catcher and pitcher are both looking over.
There goes Varney.
Strike 1.
No
Varney is in there easily.
Still on base by Varney.
Reinecke takes strike.
Yep, strike 1.
That was a strike.
Strike. 0-1. Just need Reinecke to meet it. That pitch is upstairs. 1-1.
That's probably the best thing for him. I don't think Nick could have really done anything with that first pitch anyway. So having him hold up and even taking that strike.
Evens count at 1-1. Reinecke's going to lift and dip the shoulder. Trouble on the infield. Long run for the second baseman and makes the play.
Dip it. Fly out for the second out. Brings up the pitcher, Ryan.
First.
1 out.
Oh, excuse me, first out.
Gudgeon Next in the box, he was plunked by a pitch when he was up to bat last. Varney takes a good lead at second, and Gudgeon calls time. Usually,
little gamesmanship. It's been Lou Textra this year who's done that a lot more.
Gudgeon's like, yep, sitting in here too long. Neuroth's ready. It's going to line one
there
up
we
the
go,
middle.
tail
That's
in.
going to
That's in the
tail
gap.
away.
That's going to go. That's going to get almost to the fence.
Going to round first. He's headed for second.
Varney's going to
He's
score.
going to be in there with a double, and that scores Varney from third, or excuse me, from second.
Scores Varney, making it 3-2, and it brings up the center field.
That was a great piece of hitting. That
It
started
was.
right at the center fielder and tailed right away from him.
Brings in Carson Costello.
Well, and right here, this is interesting because Costello is very capable of putting a bunt down the
Good.
third baseline, and with Gudgeon at second, the third baseman's probably going to be a little bit back.
Yeah, he's almost even with the bag at third. He squares around to bunt, takes it all the way. Ball one.
No adjustment there from the Mustangs.
No. Varney, considerable lead. He squares around to bunt again.
Oh,
Good
perfect bunt.
The play is in time. Boy, that was closer than what you wanted.
Yeah, that was. He left it just a little short on the line.
Good play by the catcher. Brings up the left fielder, Micah.
But does move Gudgeon over to third.
It does. And it puts Walston in the box. Oh, hang on.
Should be a runner, courtesy for the
we're
pitcher.
We're going to get a courtesy runner for Gudgeon.
Yep. Probably Decker?
Most likely.
Looks like that's 9. That
Number
is
9.
Bullhuse, I believe.
Is it Keegan?
Courtesy runner for the pitcher.
I believe that's who it is.
Bullhuse.
Yep.
No, Bullhuse is on third. Walston needs to meet the ball.
Anyway on here.
Yep. Walston drives one out of play.
Yep, that one got plenty out. He was plenty ahead of that one.
Plenty ahead. He was dang near on his knees when he swung and hit that thing. Not playing golf. 0-1. The pitch by Neuroth. Outside, 1-1. Block is on deck if Walston would reach. The 1-1. Walston swings late, I think.
Yeah, that was
1 and 2.
That was a late decision to take a hack at it.
1 and 2. One and two, two outs. 2 and 2 now. Another kid that could probably use a little confidence. Just get on base. That's upstairs. Full count now in Walston.
Well, and dangerous here because that thing gets away to the backstop. Bullhuse runs well.
Yep. 3 and 2 with 2 outs. Runner on third. That's Keegan Bullhuse. The pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 3. And the Wolverines plate 1 and lead 3-2. And we'll go to the top of the 4th after this.
All right, back here for the top of the fourth inning. Brad, this has just been interesting.
It is. Wolverines lead 3-2. Top of the fourth inning. And the Mustangs will have the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Curtis, Kriegel, and Jacobson. Gudgeon's first pitch. Swung and missed, strike one. Oh and 1. Gudgeon's ready. Chopped softly. Oh, and it's fair. Reineke makes the play, and
play.
Out number 1.
Great job not rushing it by Reineke. Just come up, make a good throw.
Out number 1. Kriegel had that base hit that had a base hit and scored in the second inning. That squirts between Reineke's legs for ball 1. One and 0. The pitch. Driven to
Right
Lou
to Texter. Texter taking himself.
Yep.
Quick 2 outs for the Wolverines. That's a good start. You've got to finish this inning.
It is.
And it brings up the second baseman, Alex Jacobson.
Up next is Jacobson. Drew a walk his first time up.
Jacobson, he's not very tall, so it's not a big strike zone there for him.
Gudgeon wheels and deals. Strike number 1. Gudgeon ready and rocks again. Pitch stop by Reineke. One and 1, 2 outs. He swung and missed, strike 2. 1 and 2. Maybe take a little bit more off this and get him way out front. The 1-2. Fouled away, 1 and 2.
Wasted a good pitch.
He did.
That was a pretty good one there by Gudgeon.
Very good.
Left it close enough he didn't have a choice but to swing at it.
The do-over 1-2. That's strike number 3 looking. So for the second inning in a row, the Mustangs go 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th after this.
All right, back here, bottom of the 4th inning. Wolverines still hold this lead, 3-2. Block coming to bat. Block McCumber started this for the Wolverines.
Yep. Let's hope they keep it going. Block hit that shallow single his first time at the bat. He's 1 for 1. Neuroth still on the hill for the Mustangs. In comes the third baseman. Is Kriegel. Ball number 1 to Block. The pitch.
Ball 2.
Upstairs, ball 2.
That's one thing, Brad, just in watching Block play, and we saw it last year. He doesn't swing at a lot of bad pitches.
No, he doesn't. Outside, 3-0 now. Take a couple here, Joe.
Take one for sure. And I'm imagining he's going to take something off and bring it right down the middle.
The 3-0. Strike number 1.
Yep.
You would think anything close, that umpire was going to get him. 3-1 on block. Neuroth's next pitch. That's in the
Low
dirt.
in the dirt.
That's going to be a 5-pitch walk given to block.
Well, and that's, again, tough. Here comes McCumber, who's playing well lately.
Yep. 4th walk given up by Neuroth. Brings in McCumber. He looks down at Mr. Martin, Coach Martin.
And here comes third baseman.
Here comes Kriegel again.
I don't think you want to do that.
No.
Seen Cole turn on him.
Pitches upstairs to McCumber, 1-0. Boy,
yeah, you get an inside pitch, and Cole yanked one down the line last night too.
1-0. Neuroth's pitch. He took a pitch and
opposite way with it.
Opposite way, 1-1. Good hack at it though.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good spot for it. You got that line over there wide open. Went with the pitch.
Oh, that goes over the head.
Block paused for a second. I'm not sure why the pause, but he does get to second safely after the pickoff attempt goes over the head.
Well, that's what helps. You catch that eye of the pitcher.
Yeah, and that's what, right now, that's why it's imperative to get those first couple guys on.
Mm-hmm. Now Block has another lead at second.
Yeah, you think about the last couple of years, the Wolverines have always had guys on to.
McCumber fouls another one away, 1-2.
Gonna reaching at there.
He did, but anything close now, you got to rip at it.
Yep. Shorten up and go with it.
Yep. Put it in play.
Block with another big lead.
Yep. Neuroth stares in. He's going to fire. McCumber's going to drill one to third.
Third baseman comes up.
And there goes Block to third.
Block is going to move to third on it. It's good base running by Block.
And that's only out number 1.
But that's exactly what you and I have talked about there, Brad, is if that happens 2 pitches earlier, that's through because he's up way too tight.
Exactly. Brings in Will Texter, 2 walks on the night. Don't need
Wilson
to kill
here
it.
to just get something in play.
Yep. Or get his arms extended. That's in the dirt. That gets away. Here comes Block from third. He's going to be in easily. Ball number 1. That's where that good, you mentioned it, the good base running by Block.
Yeah.
That's a pass ball. He's only to third if he's still on second.
Well, and they take a chance at trying to turn 2.
Yep.
If on that ground ball. And that's going to hit Texter.
And he's going to be on base. Second hits batsman tonight for Neuroth.
Catcher's going to come out and chat with them quick.
Sliffer.
I don't know if they're talking about what they're going to. Well, no, because we don't have corners anymore.
Nope, we just got
so with 1 out, runner on first.
And the left-handed batter, Lou Texter, in the box. He's 0 for 2. And Coach Martin's coming down to talk to Lou.
Okay.
1 out. 1 across already for the Wolverines.
And that's going to bring third baseman in.
Yep. Big lead by Will. Holy smokes.
And he just edged out a little further, and he's going.
Oh, and that gets away. There goes Will.
Nobody at third. Great job of getting that bat out of the way there by Lou.
I think it's 1-0. I think he pulled out in time, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't show strike, so.
1-0. Now you can swing away. Texture's
and he does, and he hits it to the right side. So he moves Will up to third. And Wolverines playing a little bit of small ball tonight, Brad.
Yeah.
Using the base hits and Here again, Varney's got to find a way on.
Yep, Varney.
A gap would be nice.
Varney open stance. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Varney waves his hand in the air and says, just stay right there, Will. Neuroth stirs in at Sliffer. Jeez. Martin was ducking out of the way for that one. Oh, my. 1-0 on Varney. 2 outs, 1 on. Varney's going to drive it into center.
It turns
him around.
But he does make the play.
Boy, lined out to center. That's 3 outs. Leaves 1. Wolverines leave 1, but we'll plate 1. Lead 4-2. We'll go to the top of the 5th.
Right, as Gudgeon finishes his warm-ups, we are ready here for the top of the 5th inning. Wolverines scratch another one across. 4-2 lead here for the Wolverines.
It'll be the 9-1-2 hitters for the Mustangs. It'll be Lavender, Neuroth, and Fuller to face Ryan Gudgeon. Gudgeon's first pitch to Lavender. Swing and miss, strike 1. Ahead in the count is Gudgeon, 0-1. Top of the 5th inning, 4-2 Wolverines. Strike number 2.
Well, it looks like, really for kind of being a little bit all over the place to start the game, Gudgeon's settled in here.
Yep.
And he's finding the spots.
0-2. The pitch. Good. Not too bad. 1-2 now.
It's a good spot for that.
One ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, boy. That one kind of was tailing inward. 2-2 now as the count becomes even. Gudgeon steers in at Reineke. Rocks and fires.
Got it.
Swing and miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Gudgeon.
Brings up the pitcher, Blake Neuroth.
Well, and here comes pitcher Neuroth.
Top of the order.
Left. We're going to see a lot of lefties here
Yep.
in a stretch here.
The first pitch to Neuroth. It's outside, 1-0. One out here in the top of the 5th. That's strike number 1. Brings one right down Broadway.
Yeah, good comeback pitch there.
It is. 1-1 pitch. That's driven to Texter at first. Takes a big hop, but
just take it himself.
Lou gobbles up for out number 2.
Unassisted for the second out of the inning. And it brings up the center fielder.
That's one of the things, Brad, we haven't talked much about in this as far as this defense goes, but Lou does an excellent job at first base, not only scooping throws, but making plays like that.
Yeah, he mans his position pretty well. Strike number 1 to Fuller. As you said, Joe, he's found his groove.
Yeah, he's hitting spots, and even the ones that are like off the plate, it's a intentional.
Yes. He follows that one off to the left. That's going to land on the track. 0-2 quickly to Fuller. Again, just a reminder, Wolverines are on the road tomorrow at Rhinebeck to face Gladbrook Rhinebeck at 5 o'clock. JV varsity doubleheader, or JV varsity games. Lifted down the line to right. That's going foul. Good chase.
Stay in play, but that one was tailing right to the fence.
Then Friday night, they're on the road at Jessup.
Well, that's going to be, as we've talked about, that's 2 more NICL opponents.
Yes.
2 more games you want to go out and get. And I know, I think Gladbrook Rhinebeck knocked off East Marshall 8-7 the other night. So.
Okay. 0-2 on Fuller. Gudgeon. Ready. Swing and miss, strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout by Gudgeon. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th after this.
All right, we are back here as the Mustangs make a change.
Connor Hassan moves to third base.
So Hassan will move to third. Neuroth will go to short. This is Briar Klein, the freshman. So that would mean, that must mean Kriegel came off the field.
No, Kriegel, did you say Kriegel went to short?
No.
Oh, excuse me.
No, Neuroth went to short. And Hassan went to third.
Catcher Nick Reineke.
So here goes Reineke to lead this one off.
Face the new pitcher, Klein. The pitch.
Oh.
When Nick had a cut.
Well, if you look, Klein's got a little hitch in that windup, Brad.
0-1.
He's got just a little pause.
4-2 in favor of the Wolverines. Bottom of the 5th inning. Klein's next pitch. That's outside. 1-1. It'll be Reineke, Gudgeon, and Costello. The 1-1 by Klein. That goes off the glove of the catcher.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Klein. It's pitched to Reineke. That's going to plunk Reineke. Boy, there's some we don't say every day.
Well, actually, we didn't talk about this, but Nick got plunked 4 times last night between the 2 games. 3 in the first game, 1 in the second. The debate is that some kind of record for number of times being hit in a game or in a set of games.
Well, yeah.
But as we've said, Reineke is a ball magnet.
Yes, he is, and that puts, is that Decker?
Yep, Decker came in to run for him as a courtesy runner. So, again, Decker, a lot of speed there. So,
yep. And part of that state 4x1, 4x2.
If he gets a good jump.
Nugent doubled his first time up to, or his second time up to bat. That's going to get away, and Decker's off to the races. He's going to take second.
He's going to round big.
Boy, huge round.
Wild pitch moves Decker to second base.
Well, that's just Klein tried to overthrow it, and it got away from him.
Mm-hmm. 1-0 now.
And that's going to be a base hit.
There you go. Oh, Martin's going to put the stop sign on.
Decker got a bad jump on it.
Oh, don't get in a pickle.
But Gudgeon does a great job of rolling to second base on the throw.
Base hit by Gudgeon brings up the center fielder, Carson Costello.
Well, now here again.
Costello doubled, or excuse me, he grounded it. No, he bunted. He bunted.
And he didn't get quite far enough down the line.
No. It was a beautiful bunt. Strike number 1 to Costello.
They're going to bring everybody in now.
0-1. Boy, a hard hit ball could get through.
Yep, you scored 2 on this if you can get something into the grass in the outfield.
The pitch. Costello dribbles at foul. 0-2.
Got to protect now.
Durath went 4 innings, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 2 hits, 2 hits batsman.
Well, as we talked about beforehand, he'd only thrown 15 pitches on the year.
That pitch is outside, 1-2.
So this was only his second outing on the varsity level.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be foul.
Costello quite a bit ahead of it.
Do the 1-2 over again. Still nobody out. And we have Cam Decker standing on third.
Well, this is the
and
thing.
Gudgeon on second.
Decker will score on that, but just about anything. I mean, and Gudgeon runs well, so you can get 2. Like I said, you get 2 if you get through this infield.
The 1-2. Outside. 2-2 now.
Oh, and the other thing, Brad, you got to think of here. That ball gets past. Decker's coming.
Yep. Counts even. Big lead by the runners.
Oh.
That's outside.
It's
3-2 now.
Getting further and further outside.
It does.
And the problem is you can't give Costello anything very good, but you want to come after him. I mean, you want to make him swing this.
The 3-2 pitch.
And that is outside.
And that's going to load the bases.
So Costello goes from 0-2 to a walk.
Good at bat by Costello.
Yep, very quality at bat there.
First walk.
And we got time, and catcher's gonna come talk to the pitcher. Bring the first baseman in. They're talking about what they're gonna do here. Looks like they're gonna try and go home to first.
Coach Martin's gonna walk in and have a little chat with Walston. I just feel it. Don't need to kill it, son. Just meet it.
Yeah, it's just right now. It's just a matter of putting it in play. They're going to stay in, so a sharp ground ball through is going to score 2 for sure.
Yes.
And then Costello runs well too. So depending on where it goes, you could score him as well.
You get home to first, and Walston runs well. Walston looks at ball number 1.
I thought it was going to be strike 1. I think this is where the other side of that we've talked about. You're outside. You're going to have a hard time getting that outside corner called.
Mm-hmm. That's outside. 2-0.
So that's 6 straight. That's 6 straight balls here.
Yep.
So let's be smart.
Tape block on deck. Bases jam-packed full Wolverines.
Ball 3.
3-0. You got to come now. I mean,
Yeah, I think you got to.
I would at least stir at 1 for sure.
Yep. And he
That's
threw it
not-
outside. Ball walks in a run. Wolverine's patient right now. That's going to be. This is where it's going to be interesting. Is right now he's been pretty wild. Klein's been pretty wild out there.
Yes.
And the Wolverines are willing to sit and watch.
Block.
So 8 straight balls. If you're block, I'm guessing you're taking right off the bat.
1 for 2. Infield still in on the grass. That's
That one's
outside by Klein.
Yeah, right now he's just trying to overthrow it.
Yep.
And you just really, in his case, you just got to take something off and throw it right down. I mean, honestly, as much as you hate throw it down the middle, I would throw it down the middle of the block.
Yep.
He may burn you, but
That's
there's
strike number 1.
found the nibble on the outside.
1-1 now. Five 2 yet. Oh, block just puts it in play. Oh, and a bobble.
Oh, you're not getting.
He's
him
safe there.
Gudgeon is too fast. He might have got himself. He might have got himself right there on the slide, but yeah, you bobble that, you're not getting him.
Brings in Gudgeon from third.
Well, and here comes McCumber, who's played well tonight. So again, Cole's capable of hitting that sharp ground ball.
He is.
If he can get one through the infield, you're going to put another couple runs up.
Sixth batter to come to the plate here with no outs.
And he's playing.
And he's hit by the pitch.
That will score another one. And here comes the East Marshall coach.
Bringing up third baseman Wilson Texter.
Well, and this is what you don't want. We're going to make a change, so left fielder's going to come in to throw. Right field is going to left field.
Right field to left field.
15 out to right field.
Who's 15?
15 is Brock Curtis.
Curtis to
right.
He wasn't right.
Couldn't have been. Unless there's 2 of them. It's probably his brother. I don't know. No, he just came out of the dugout. I know he just came out of the dugout. So they must have made a change someplace else that we missed. So
anyway, who's our new
left
pitcher?
fielder? Is our new
left fielder is Lavender.
Lavender, okay. So Lavender's going to come in to throw, and he's a lefty, so it's going to be a little different look.
Yep.
Ooh.
Who goes into left then?
Whoever was in right.
That would be Curtis.
Nope. Curtis came out of the dugout. I'm telling you, I just watched him run out of the dugout to right field.
I understand that.
But he wasn't in right when this inning started, so I don't know who it was.
Okay. All right. Nonetheless.
My eyes aren't good enough.
No. My eyes are bad too. So, infield stays the same.
Yeah. Yep. And as the Wolverines come here with the top of the order, this is, really 5 runs and we can go home.
Yep.
We'll take them. Right now we got 1 at a time, but McCumber goes in, wears 1. Just again, the Wolverines this inning have done a great job of being patient and just taking what's there.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna get a left-handed thrower
and
against.
He is wild.
Texture.
You look at warm-ups and he's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch him come fire the first one.
Is he a fresh
He's a junior.
No seniors?
Well, Anderson's a senior. Curtis is a senior.
Okay.
So they've only got 3. So Fuller, Anderson, and Curtis. 7, 8, and 15 are seniors for this team. Other than that, they're junior and under. So again, and we say this a lot, we see a lot of quote unquote young teams.
Mm-hmm.
Teams that are going to bring a bunch back next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got McCumber at first, Block at second, Walston standing at third, and here we go. Will Texter coming up here.
It'll be Texter, and then Varney. No outs. Base is still loaded. Full of Wolverines. 7-2 in favor.
And they're going to stay in tight on the infield.
Boy,
This is not against this guy.
Texter's going to,
Ooh, he wanted to
he
kill
had his pitch.
That one was going to go someplace.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I've seen Will turn on the ball a little bit. I don't know that I'd want to be on the grass.
No, I wouldn't. The 0-1? That's, boy.
Easy Walston.
Yep. Walston
1-1.
got a little happy feet. 1-1 now.
Yeah, that ball didn't squirt away far enough.
The 1-1. The pitch. Texter's going to just poke it.
Well, nobody covering. You got nobody covering any base, so he's going to be safe at first. But first and second both went for it. One run comes in. Walston scores from third.
Single by Texter. Brings up
That's the problem with that drawn-in infield. If everybody goes for it, you have nobody covering the bag.
And he put it right where he needed it to be.
Yep. Well, and here we go. You know, Lou again. Just got to put it in play. You just need to make them make a play.
Bases loaded, yep. That's, strike number 1 on Lou.
I mean, I'd be all right with a walk-off granny right here from Lou, but
oh, yeah.
Then
maybe that might spark the lineup here.
Then we'd have to interview him.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
And I don't have my delay button.
Oh, text. Heads up, people.
Yeah.
Good. 0-2. Boy, that was up around the eyeballs, and he took a hack at it.
Yep.
0-2 now on LT. Infield's still in. Texter's going to dribble it back to the pitcher. There's 1.
And they scooped it
and they
to get
got
him
2.
So that will be a 1-2-3 double play.
nice double play by the Mustangs. Brings up the shortstop, Gus.
And there goes Varney with 2 on, still 2 out. 4 crossed already. Wolverines looking to add more.
So we just have runners on second and third.
Yep.
Varney in the box, who is 0 for 3. Down low, 1-0. Varney, the 9th man to bat here in the 5th. Go ahead, Joe.
Well, this is the question here: is you got to be careful with him, but you don't want to get to Reineke.
No. The pitch.
Ooh, over the head.
Over the head of Varney.
But even saying that, you don't want to give him anything good.
No, you don't.
If it's too good,
Well, you got a shallow right fielder.
Yeah. And a huge gap in right center. Ooh, way inside. That's going to bring
in McCumber.
McCumber will come in and safe.
And
Fastball scores a run.
Texter moves up to third.
That 3-0 count on Varney.
9-2 Wolverines.
Will Texter moves up to third. Three and 0. Now we only have 1 person on base. Right fielder just takes a couple more steps back. Strike 1. 3-1 on Varney. Lavender's next pitch. Ooh,
Inside. That will walk Varney. Here comes Reineke with 2 on.
Varney brings up
Runners
catcher
at the
hit
corners.
Reineke in the box, 10th man to bat. Runners on the corners. You would happen to think Varney's taken off here, no doubt. Up high, Varney doesn't leave his base. 1-0. As the ominous clouds that we had early in the ball game have quickly faded.
Just cooled it off pretty nicely out there.
Flags limp. There goes Varney. No throw. 2-0.
Stolen base by Varney.
And I mean, in years past, Brad, I might have just walked Reineke, but
Yes.
Gudgeon's hit the ball well tonight.
Yes, he has too.
So I don't know that I want to.
Reineke, for mercy's sakes, 2-0.
That was
Or
the
excuse
one.
me, 2-1.
That was the one. He just underneath it.
Two and one on Nick Reineke. The pitch outside. 3-1 now. Ryan Gudgeon on deck. 2 outs here. Wolverines have plated 5. The 3-1 pitch by Lavender. He's going to drive it.
Through. Oh, he came up with it. Beat it out.
Safe. And he's going to be out.
Yep. They got Varney at home.
They got Varney at home.
Runner was safe at first. Nice throw to home.
One run does score.
1 run scores, making it 10-2.
So that one 3-2.
We'll go to the top of the 6th here after this. All right, back here, top of the 6th inning. Wolverines have busted this one open, lead this 10-2 as the Mustangs come to bat here in the top of the 6th.
It'll be Anderson, Hassan, and Farrington. Top of the 6th. Gudgeon still on the hill for the Wolverines.
And Gudgeon's really pitched a good game tonight, Brad.
He sent him down in order the last 3 innings. He pumps in a strike there.
Well, and I think the biggest thing, it's been a change, and he's getting ahead of batters.
Yes.
And making them have to play with where he wants to put it.
Mm-hmm. That's lifted foul off to the left. 0-2. Oh, 2 on Carter Anderson. The pitch by Gudgeon.
Looked outside. I mean, he looks for that pitch out there.
Yep. But not a bad pitch to throw.
No, and he's done that multiple batters. So it's
1-2. Ooh, mercy. He turns in. I don't know. 2-2. That's why we're up here and the umpire's down there, I guess. Chop to the second baseman block. Scoops, fires over to Lou. In time for 3.
The ground out.
You know, block again, just playing a solid night of ball.
Yeah.
Connor Hassan.
Hassan next in the box. He is 1 for 2. Flight out to Gudgeon his last time up to bat. He starts him off curveball strike.
Gudgeon's locked in right now.
He is. Strike 2. 0-2. Gudgeon's 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Got him looking.
Strikeout for the second out. Brings up the DH, Jake Farrington.
5th strikeout delivered by Gudgeon. Brings in Farrington. He's 0 for 2. Gudgeon's pitch. Just a shade upstairs. And outside. 1-0. Even through 6 innings, he's still throwing hard, Joe.
Yeah.
Swing and miss. Dirty curveball.
That thing moved way too much at this point.
1-1. Came back with a curve again. 2-1. Gudgeon's ready for the 2-1 pitch. 3-1. I think he
Good
had
spot
that.
for it.
It was. 3-1. He got him swinging at that one. Full count now.
Well, we saw this in the JV game, too. As the game went on, he looked like he got stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still firing this in here.
He's firing a good ball. Fouled it away. As Farrington spoils that pitch from Gudgeon. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Curveball got him swinging, fouled
Another
back.
good pitch there.
Good battle now between Farrington and Gudgeon. Gudgeon's ready and fires. Got him swinging. Strike 3. Out number 3. Mustangs go in order. We'll be going to the bottom of the 6th after this.
All right, we are back here for the bottom of the 6th. The Wolverines looking to score a couple and get out of here.
Yep, it'll be Gudgeon, Costello, and Walston. Start the bottom of the 6th. Lavender's first pitch. Strike 1 on Gudgeon.
Well, that might be about the, third called strike we've seen him throw yet?
I think so. 0-1.
I I think we're gonna have Decker coming in in the next inning, close this thing out.
Gudgeon swings through it.
He's not happy with himself on that one.
Yeah, Lavender had him swinging an outside fastball. See if he comes back to it. Lavender's pitch.
Took something off it, but Gudgeon turns and right
Rips
down the
it
line,
foul.
just foul.
Martin doesn't put a hand on it. 0-2 yet on Ryan Gudgeon. Two for 3 is Gudgeon.
Well, been all over the place
Yep.
tonight. I mean,
Oh, wow.
one might have got away.
Just a little. 1-2.
See, I was the type of player, Brad. I would have swung at that just to run to first on a drop third strike.
You would, Joe.
I would.
You would.
I would. I'm not
1
ashamed
and
to
2.
admit it. Some points you just want anyway
The
on base.
1-2.
In tights.
Inside. 2-2 now on Gudgeon. Two-two. 10-2, bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Gudgeon swings and misses. Strike 3.
The strikeout.
Out
brings
number
up the
1.
center fielder, Carson Costello.
First strikeout delivered by either Klein or Lavender.
Again, catcher walks out to chat with Lavender.
Brings in Costello.
87 pitches.
Decker back outside the dugout.
Still warming up the arm. As Carson Costello steps in the box. Lavender's first pitch.
Up high.
Delivers it there for ball 1. The pitch. Strike number 1, 1-1 on Costello. 0 for 3 with a walk. The 1-1. Costello, had it jammed inside, but that's going to be fisted foul.
Yeah, you just pulled that one out of play.
Fought it off. 1-2. Lavender's next pitch. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher.
Yeah, he overthrew that one a little bit.
2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Lavender's pitch.
Whoa.
3-2.
Pretty close to watch there with 2 strikes.
Yep. So he was down 0-2.
No?
And it's fought it back to 3-2 now. 1 out. Lavender's full count pitch. Carson Costello flings it back right at us. That would have busted a window.
Just next to the press box. We'll do it again.
Costello blooper.
Oh, wow. Great play by second base.
Wow.
He got up, full extension.
By the second baseman for the
That
Robbed
would be
Costello of a hit.
Jacobson.
brings up left fielder Micah Walston.
No, that was a heck of a spot. Costello put it in a good spot. Just
Just
a great
fabulous
play.
play. Yep. Walston. Up to bat with 2 outs. Walston's going to
There's a
drive one.
base
That's
hit.
going to be a base hit. That's
And
going
it's through.
And it's through. He's going to take first.
To the fence. He might get to 3 here.
He's going to definitely get to 3. Oh, boy.
Oh, he looked.
He did.
Looked awkward around second base.
Brings up the second baseman, Tate, blocked.
Again, Walston jumped on the first pitch. First good pitch he saw, he took a shot at it.
And he connected. Rolls all the way to the fence, and Walston is in with a triple.
Oh, and here comes Block and McCumber coming up next. And they've been rally starters all night.
Yes, they have. Block ready. Lavender steers in at his catcher. Strike one. Oh and 1 on Tate Block. Walston standing on third. That gets in the dirt, but not far enough to advance Walston to home. 1 and 1. Lavender's ready. The 1-1 pitch. Right back to the pitcher. Karam's off his glove, and Block's running well.
Just got him. Half a step.
4-3, and we'll go to the top of the 7th after this.
Top of 7.
All right, we are back here for the top of the 7th inning. Brad, we just kind of were talking about this. Gudgeon is close to that where you want to hold him at his pitch count.
Yep.
You know, give him. He got 4 pitches to try and get through the inning, I believe.
I think he does. It'll be Curtis, Kriegel, and Jacobson.
A chance to close this one out and
pumping a strike or two here.
Yep.
Gudgeon's first pitch has him swinging to the backstop.
Need those in play.
0 and 1.
Curveball for a strike. 0-2 quickly.
Yeah, probably. Ooh, lifted high.
Costello is back on it. Makes play.
Makes the play out number 1 as Curtis flies out to Costello.
Fly out to Costello.
Out number 1.
Third baseman Connor Kriegel.
Maybe my right wife's reading it wrong. Kriegel in the box.
No, it does.
Curveball strike. Gudgeon has it going. I don't know. Do you keep him throwing?
You know, that's the thing. You don't want to take a chance here
Strike
as well
2.
as he's throwing.
Oh and 2 on Kriegel.
Okay, problem fixed.
Ooh, he was going to swing. Yikes. 1 and 2 now. The 1-2 by Gudgeon.
Oh, nice move back.
Runs the count 2-2. Driven shallow. That's going to get down.
Yep, Walson took a bad angle coming into it, and I think he got a little bit of a late break. And I don't know if he didn't see it or what, but he kind of cut ahead of it.
Fifth hit given up by Gudgeon. Really the first man to reach since the second inning.
Yeah, been a while. Wolverines have done a really good job here.
Brings in Jacobson. With 1 out and 1 on. Fouled away, 0-1. Gudgeon peers in at Reineke as Kriegel gets his lead. The pitch. Ooh, boy. Don't need to plunk him. Curveball just didn't curve. 1-1. One ball, one strike, 1 out, 1 on. The pitch.
And
that's going to hit
that'll hit him. That might be
it.
I'm looking. Don't see Coach Martin yet.
Not yet. Now we have 2 on, 1 out. Brings in Lavender, who is 0 for 2. The first pitch, driven right to block.
And the double play to end it.
Wow. Good heads-up play by Block.
Yeah, that was really great. A great play there by Block and a great job by the Wolverines. Again, getting this victory 10-2.
Yeah, 10-2. Okay.
Yep, 10-2. Wolverines come out of this one with the victory. Score in 4 straight innings. Again, this is something we've talked a lot about. Something that we've talked about with this team that, when we put runs together in consecutive innings, we're a hard team to beat.
Yes, and we've seen it here tonight. A slow start by the offense, but finally got that going, and everybody 1 through 9 started to produce, and it was just that kind of night for the Wolverines.
Well, and you talk about it as we have the, we've said it. Like we said it last year, we've said this year. 7, 8, 9 is really important to rolling their lineup over and getting yourself to the point where you can have the rest of your, the top of the order come up with guys on. And that's what they did tonight. That's, that honestly is what we saw. And so I was pretty happy with, the way they played tonight. A few things, obviously, always things you can work on.
Always.
But the Wolverines, run their record to 4-3, get another victory against an NICL team.
Yeah, that's important also.
But
that's for sure.
And it's a confidence builder. It's I think, Gudgeon, now we know we got another arm. Add that to the list.
Yes, and that gets that, like you said, that record back on the positive side at 4-3 going into Rhinebeck tomorrow.
Well, and that's not going to be an easy one.
No, it's not.
GR's got a good squad over there, and we have to go there. And as you know, on the road, at home, it's been kind of about even both, but it's still hard to go on the road, especially now that it's summer.
Yes, it is. So, yeah, the Wolverines did it from top to bottom tonight. Great defense. I don't know if you really want to call that a base running mistake by when Varney got thrown out at home.
it was aggressive.
It was just,
and
an
I didn't see what if coach sent him or not.
Yes.
That's the thing is it could have been, it could have been his decision to go. It could have been coach decided to send him and try and get that extra run at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, you don't want to run yourself out of an inning, but you also need to see what you're capable of down the road.
Exactly right.
But I'll tell you, we wondered coming into the season what we were going to do, with Meester with kind of a key injury there. Block has really, the last couple of games, has stepped in and done a great job.
Fabulous job by Tate Block. Can't say enough. I mean, he was hot JV and still puts the ball in play in the varsity level and plays outstanding at second.
Well, and his defense is great.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't kill you. Like right there, he had that catch and then was smart enough to hit that throw for the double play to end the game. So
really knows what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I thought really a great job of him. One thing I thought, we haven't talked much about this, but I saw right before the game as we were getting ready for that first inning, Reineke was out there talking to Gudgeon, and they were going through some signal stuff.
Yep.
And that's the thing is that, with Gudgeon, his first time out for us at the varsity level, that's something that, you have a veteran catcher who can talk them through it.
Yep, exactly. And confidence, in Gudgeon to throw anything, knowing that Reineke will probably stop it.
Well, and not only stop it, but, man, I have not seen anyone run on him yet.
No.
I mean, all year, in any of the games I've seen, I haven't seen anybody run on him. And, if what we saw in the JV game is any note, like, McCumber can throw it down.
Yes.
And tonight, Stefan threw it down twice and nailed runners.
Yes,
I'm like,
exactly.
These guys, just from the catcher position, being able to do that makes it very hard to play against you.
Yes, it does. We'll get our player of the game, Ryan Gudgeon, up here. Little chit-chat. Talk about the game. Talk about how he pitched. Has to be pleased with how he pitched. I can't believe he wouldn't be.
Well, that and how he hit. I mean,
yes.
It really was a great night all around for him.
Exactly. Here he comes.
Just got to keep it clean. All right, joined here by complete game pitcher Ryan Gudgeon. Thought they were going to pull you out there at the end.
Yeah, first couple innings were a little rough,
but you settled in. We talked about that after those first couple, you really settled into a groove. And it's the same thing we saw with your start in the JV level. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Is that something that, from your mindset, that once you hit that groove, you're going to be able to just kind of stay in it?
Yeah, it's preparation stays the same from JV to varsity. And, obviously you want to play with the same intensity, but, it's something about playing under lights that gets you going a little bit more and gets the games a little more competitive, so it was a lot more fun. And being out there playing, had to wait my turn to, play with the 90 days, but, it's good to get the first one under the belt for sure.
Go ahead.
Well, and the other thing is, not only did you come out and throw a great game, you did it from plate too.
Yes.
You came out, you had some great timely hits.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we've been really looking for that, like, down the line, everybody hitting, and tonight it looked like you guys were getting there.
Yeah. And it started out with, some of the younger guys like Tate Block. He had, every at-bat was competitive, and he saw a lot of pitches. And that just helped, the rest of the team, see his off-speed. And, I think they went through 3 or 4 pitchers.
Yep.
So, it's crucial to see, off-speed and then, fastballs and just watching it deep. And, and this big base running in that one inning, got us going. That was all him, and that was a huge run that we needed.
Yeah, that's one thing that you guys have always been aggressive. I know Coach Martin wants you guys aggressive on the base paths and taking it when you can. But it's fun to watch. And obviously for the fans, for us sitting up here, It's fun to watch and fun to be aggressive. See you guys doing that. What has been kind of your experience coming in this year, and as you've kind of, as you said, get through the 90 days and get a chance to get out on the field?
Yeah, I show up to every practice, still practice with the varsity guys and, even the JV guys, take reps at second, short, third, just kind of ready for, any way I can get on the field, is a way that I want to play and, just being ready at all times so when my number gets called.
Well, and that's the thing. That's one of the things this team a year ago did is you had guys shuffling into different spots, and you don't know whose turn it's going to be and who's going to step up and have a great game tonight. I thought I think it was an easy decision for us to bring you up. Obviously, going the complete game, but then what you did at the plate too.
Thank you.
Again, nice spark here, and hey,
yeah.
let's just keep building on it.
Yeah, hey, let's keep it rolling.
Ask that one question you always ask, Joe, about the. Oh no, you can't ask that. Favorite thing about the season so far? So
this game, I'm gonna guess.
this game.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just gonna guess.
I would have to say so.
Complete
Exactly.
game tonight is my guess.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, short layoff here, going to Rhinebeck. You guys have to have confidence going in there. You got to go to Jessup Friday.
Yep.
This just builds confidence for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
for
and really,
sure.
that's the biggest thing is we don't really get a stretch of home games until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys got a lot of road trips
Yeah.
here coming
busy,
up.
Busy first couple of weeks, so we need every momentum we can
Yes,
get. So
exactly.
Yep.
we got to keep it rolling. You know, we had a tough time stringing 2 wins together, so hopefully we can go to Rhinebeck and get one there, and hopefully the JV can pull one out too.
Yep, JV had, they had a little bit of struggle tonight, but really, again, those guys come up and they're ready to hit. So I think top to bottom, this is, I mean, we talked about it last year, what we're seeing out of Block.
Yeah.
He did at the JV level last year.
Yeah.
Cole McCumber did at the
Yeah.
JV level last year and then stepped into varsity when he was needed. So it's just nice to see those guys continue to develop and continue to grow into the roles. And then, when we get guys like you coming in and, just add that little bit extra. So,
Yeah.
nope, I'm glad we got you going tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was good to be out there.
Good.
all right, well, congratulations.
Hey,
and
thank you for having me.
Congratulations.
hopefully not the last time we chat with you.
Yeah,
Yep.
hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right. Well, again, Ryan Gudgeon joining us here through a great game. Again, Wolverine hitters tonight looked ready to go.
Yes.
Looked like they were, we had a few things here and there, but I think you always have those.
Yeah.
If everything's perfect, you have nothing to work on. And so I know Coach Martin would say, he would say that he found 3 or 4 things to work on, just because that's how you get yourself ready.
Yeah.
And that's how you prepare for the next one.
Talking about Gudgeon, I had him with 6 strikeouts, only allowing 1 walk, 5 hits scattered out by the Mustangs. Only 1 hits batsman, and he went.
What?
Let's see. He was 2 for 4 tonight at the plate. So yeah, like we said, he had that complete game.
Yeah, when you
both
get
at the
that from
mound
your
and the-
when you get that from your pitcher,
Yep.
and again, he hit that 5 spot tonight. So
Yep.
now if you can extend that lineup and you
Yep.
get the bottom guys rolling into the top, now we're a tough team to beat.
Yes.
And I thought again, he mentioned it. Tate Block, first name he mentioned. Tate has done an
Yep.
excellent job in 3 games of stepping into second base, and of not being overwhelmed at the plate.
Yep.
And Cole McCumber's come on here, so if those 2 guys can keep it up,
Yeah.
that's going to roll you right to the top.
Exactly right. And what confidence for the younger players that, like Gudgeon said, Tate Block, young kid, freshman, coming into a varsity game. His first 2 were yesterday at Hudson, but played fabulous.
Yep.
So
And he doesn't, we were talking about this last night during the game, he just doesn't get flustered.
Nope.
He's very steady. He's going to make every play at second base if he can get to it. And that's what you need.
Yep.
You need that anchor right there in the infield.
Yep,
You have it with Varney at short.
Yep.
You have it with Texter at third. It's like if you have every spot covered in the infield, it makes you very tough. Now
Yes.
you got to start hitting line drives and fly balls to the outfield.
Exactly. So,
Well, and so like you said, Brad, just kind of running down. Tomorrow night at Gladbrook Rhinebeck, Friday night at Jessup, and then the Wolverines actually get a couple days off. They don't have to
Yes.
play till the next Wednesday,
Next
and that's
Wednesday.
at South Hardin.
Yep.
And then we're back here for Hudson. So a chance for the Wolverines to get back that game they lost yesterday.
Exactly. Yep. But yeah, so quite a while yet before Joe and I will get back on the air. It'll be the 8th of June. So unless something crazy happens, we'll let you know. So
We'll try and get some. Well, and yeah, there's some options out there we
There is.
might work our way into, but
We'll see.
we got some hurdles to jump for that
Yes.
one. But we do appreciate everybody who's been on, anybody who's been listening to us tonight as we ramble on and off, and as we the stream dumps and then we come back. That's just power for you.
yeah,
So-
exactly. And yeah, so
But-
go
Nope,
ahead.
Brad. I thought again, excellent game tonight. Wolverines win this one 10-2. Kind of what as the Wolverines would tell you, you expect to come out and do
Yep.
in a night like tonight. You expect to come out and hit. You expect to come out and score runs.
Yes.
So I think they did everything they wanted to do, and
And not to get that, like, here we go again attitude. We were down 2-0 going into the 3rd inning, and then it slowly started to click with the base hits and the people getting on base, and it started the steamroll then.
Well, and scoring 2 in the bottom of the second to tie it up helps. When you're not chasing, when you have an opportunity to just scratch runs, it makes it a lot easier on you as a team. It makes you more confident as a hitter. Your defense plays better, and then this, last year we talked about this, that Wolverine team a year ago. It was about just staying close and having an opportunity and then making your most when you get your opportunity. We saw it again tonight.
Give yourself a chance at the end,
what they've done, and really they ran about an inning short last night of being able to do that.
Exactly.
So I think I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be the homer on this one. I'm gonna say it. I think we're kind of getting there. We're starting to click, and now we'll see how these next 4 go.
Yep.
Because you got a couple of doubleheaders after that game we have. They have the games over at East on the Saturday. For their, and then it's a doubleheader against AP at AP, who currently leads the conference.
Yes.
So, a lot of things going on here.
Yep, exactly. And with that tournament or whatever it is at East Waterloo, who do you throw? How do you throw them to get to know?
Well, and
got
I think
a 2-day turnaround.
But that I think is a nice thing because tomorrow night you still have everybody basically other than the guys that threw last night. Jessup. Again, you're going to add more guys. South Hardin, you're going to add a couple more. We come back for that Hudson one. You're probably looking at. I mean, we have not seen. Who haven't we seen? We saw Lou and Nick started last night in the 2 games. Costello started against Columbus the last time, so he's probably due up in one of those games as your starter.
Texture's thrown the first game of the year. That's Will.
Yep, Will. Well, and he threw. Did he throw the? He came in last night, I think.
Oh, okay.
But you figure you got Costello, you got Decker, who hasn't thrown other than 1 game. I mean, and there again, like I said, this team has got so many arms, and now you had Gudgeon, who's another one, and an arm who can hit, so you're not having a DH for him. You're not that just gives Coach Martin so much room and so much kind of wiggle room here to work with what he's got.
Yep.
He can throw different things out there, and he can figure out what works and what doesn't, and if somebody's hot, you ride them. If they're not,
exactly.
And like I said, prayers out to Trevor. Hopefully, we get him back soon.
Yes, exactly.
Get him back healthy. He was starting to see the ball well, and just kind of making those moves towards where we want to be.
I don't see a whole lot of changes coming for this Wolverine lineup at all. A lot of confidence has grown, not only from what happened in Hudson. Even though it was a split, you still had some good hits. You just missed out on some opportunities that were left out there. Wolverines are sitting good here, 4-3.
Well, and we talked about it because this next stretch is really going to be the key.
Yep.
This game tomorrow night, while it's always a rivalry game, you want to come out and you want to see. And again, what is Gladbrook going to throw at us? What's GR going to throw? What's Jessup going to throw?
Yeah, exactly.
And then we get to South Hardin. Who are they going to try and throw at us? I mean, there's just so many things right now out there. We're so early in the season. Nobody has a really set rotation, I don't think. Nope. Some teams are going to try and save their ace for us, maybe, or for some. You're looking at who's your toughest opponent and where do you want to use your top guys.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be tough, not only for the Wolverines but for the teams coming up. So, with that being said, Joe, I don't have a whole lot left to say. Joe's done talking. Wolverines come out victorious here, 10-2. Fabulous job top to bottom by the lineup. Fabulous job by Ryan Gudgeon on the hill and at the plate. So for Joe Huck, this is Brad Eichelberg saying, come root the Wolverines on tomorrow and Friday as they are in Rhinebeck and Jessup. We'll see you not until the 8th of June.